Hello everyone, welcome to Garden Air, and today we are making homemade Italian bread. So start with 1 cup of warm water around 110 degrees and add 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. Blend this well into the warm water until it is fully dissolved, and then you're just going to set this aside for the next step. In a large bowl, add 2.5 cups of bread flour. You can also use all-purpose flour if that's all you have. And then add 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of sea salt. After a few minutes, your yeast water should be nice and bubbly. This will show that your yeast is active and ready to use. Add your yeast water to your flour mixture, and then add 2 tablespoons of a good quality extra virgin olive oil. Stir everything well together to hydrate your flour and to start making a nice soft dough. So you want to just start bringing this all together. And then you can turn it out onto a nice surface and start kneading everything until you have a really nice soft dough. You don't want this too sticky where it's like sticking to your hands and sticking to the surface. So you can go ahead and sprinkle a little flour onto the surface and onto the dough to keep everything from sticking too much, but you really don't want to dry out your dough either. Everything should feel nice and moist, but not clinging to everything that it touches. So if you can move it around pretty nicely like I am, you have a nice balanced hydrated dough. Go ahead and shape your dough into a nice ball and then place it into a clean bowl that you have oiled down with the extra virgin olive oil. We're going to cover this and let it rise for 1 hour. After an hour, you'll see that your dough has doubled in size, and it should be nice and airy. We're going to turn this dough out and give it another slight kneading. This isn't a very vigorous kneading exactly. You're just kind of punching out the air and moving the dough around a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and form it into the shape that we want for our Italian bread. So I just roll it out on the surface, give it a nice long oblong shape, and then I cover it again and let it rest for about 40 minutes. You'll notice that as it's resting and beginning to rise again, you'll start getting that really good Italian shape. Score your bread and set your oven to 350 degrees to preheat. And I usually bake this bread for about 40 minutes. And I usually give it the tap test when I know it's done. So once it starts turning a nice golden color, I'll tap my bread, make sure it sounds nice and hollow, and I know it's pretty much finished on the inside at that point. Now it's time to just cool, cut, and enjoy. It is a delicious loaf of bread, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.